Hello everybody. So this is a demonstration of my maze solver program. It's written in processing.org, just like some of my other previous projects. Basically what happened is I was taking my software engineering final, and one of the questions had to do with the mouse running a maze and solving it using a version of a finite state checking algorithm. Anyway, so I figured I would take some time and implement it. So this is just the basic. It doesn't actually solve the maze. It's just the very basic, the framework for the maze solver to operate in. So here it is right here. This is a 20 by 20 grid. It's a blank map. This red dot represents where the mouse is. Basically what happens is this is all customizable. You can left click on it and add walls to where it goes, and then you can right click on it to remove the walls, and then you can move the mouse around, set its location by center clicking. And then the space bar toggles it from running to not running. Very simple. Right now it's just running a pseudo-random algorithm on where it moves. So it will just pick a random move that's available, and then it is more likely to go to a space that it hasn't been to previously than it has been to previously, to prevent it from going back and forth. I also have implemented some XML and saving the maze thing. So a previous map that I've already created and saved, I'm going to load now by pressing the L button on my keyboard, just for demonstration purposes. As you can see, it just loads it right up, and then you can do the same controls here to modify it, space, and then the mouse will run through the maze. And it does this in pretty much indefinitely. There's no goal state. It's just traversing the maze. This is just a demonstration of the very basic, the world framework work around the mouse to allow the user to see the maze, to see the mouse running through the maze, and to modify the maze and save it and load it from a file using XML. This took me, the concept of it probably took me, in writing all the requirements and coming up with those, took me about an hour. And then the first day was, well, the first evening, I guess, because it's a side project, took me about 4 hours to create the maze. And then the next day it took me about 2 hours to implement the mouse, using all the different, to implement the mouse and to do all the testing on it to make sure that everything was done. So overall the entire project took approximately 6 to 7 hours where it is right now. And yeah, that's pretty much where it's at right now. You can move the mouse around and do whatever you want. Or you can even start it here. It's fine. Cool.